Hi again. It's Anu here. Today I wanted to show you what I do on my Saturday nights. And I also wanted to discuss my recent development about my health specifics. What's going on, what has been happening, and what's going to happen next week. Okay, so first, let me show you what madness looks like. Okay, let me get my camera. So, can you see this? So can you see this? This is my pile of cosmetics that needs organizing. This is my 1 month worth of cosmetic that was October beauty boxes, plus things I have ordered, plus 2 advent calendars. Yes, so let's see. This pile here that you see are beauty boxes for November, and already it's December, so December beauty boxes are already coming. I need to make a very quick video about the November beauty boxes, so I can start doing the December ones. So I never ever have this rule that I never ever start really applying heavily or using heavily the makeup or the items that are in the beauty boxes until I make a video of them. That's what I promised them for myself. So what I did recently is I ordered these organizing towers for my makeup. So I ordered 3. Looking at this point, look at this thing. It's not really not going to, I don't think it's going to fit, but I think it's going to make a dent. So here, what you see, this nice tower that is already organized. This is my makeup that I use every day. This is my what I always use and to put my makeup on in the morning. It's very nicely organized. I put all the makeup here like a couple days ago, and I really love it because I really find everything really fast. It's nice, it's clean, it's just perfect. It's just missing my my brushes at the moment because I washed them today and they are drying upstairs. So I thought I'm going to organize as much as I can the rest of my beauty items. I'm also going to put aside a lot of the things that, well, I maybe want to send to my friends or my family. And some of the things just don't go to the beauty towers, right? Like cosmetic bags and things like that. I just put to a different place. But basically, everything here needs to go to somewhere. Needs to find a home, right? And I actually have more upstairs. Plus I have already hidden underneath here what I want to kind of put aside that I want to make here. This is all makeup and all the other stuff is all, I think it's either makeup or beauty brushes or just general beauty care, skin care, things like that. So is it too much? Yes, probably it is. Do I love it? Yes, I do. Absolutely enjoy it. I'm like a pig in heaven right now. So yeah, so let's see if how much I can organize it, what will happen to it. But it definitely needs, things need space. Actually, I think it's not just October beauty boxes, there are also September beauty boxes. So I started ordering beauty boxes September this year, that's 2008. So yeah, so that's about it. Let me get back to now. Put my camera back to its place, and I wanted to talk really about my health stuff, the serious stuff. Let's see, I'm gonna, oh my gosh, okay, I got it. Okay, so First thing, things are going to happen. A lot of things are going to happen next week. I'm going to have a CT scan. I'm going to have a bone scan. I'm going to have blood work done. I'm also going to see a therapist, my oncologist. What else do I have? Oh yeah, I'm going to also get a shot that is, I think it's called Xgiva. It's basically to make my bones stronger, to support them. It's the same kind of medication, or actually exactly the same medication that menopausal women get. But because, well, I'm not menopausal, but because the cancer I have, the breast cancer, is in my bones, and it's kind of eating up its way in my bones. My bones need strengthening. For the same reason, I have to take calcium with D vitamin, which I often forget because I'm really terrible at taking supplements. I'm absolutely perfect taking all my medications. I'm very, very careful with that, but supplements, some reason, I don't know, it's hard work for me. So this is peppermint tea that I like to drink. Outside, it's already dark. It's like, I think it's 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock now. It's pouring outside, which I like because it kind of makes me feel very like cozy and nice. I just like to huddle underneath my blanket here and then work with my cosmetics stuff, beauty stuff, and then try not to think about the cancer stuff. But okay, just to kind of organize my thoughts and things, I thought I'm going to just kind of put everything down into the video. So these were the things that I need to do next week, health-wise, and then soon after I'm going to get a lot of information from those different scans and stuff. Another thing that I might get next week is blood transfusion, because, well, the blood work is probably going to show that I have very severe anemia, so that my hemoglobin has lowered to the extremes. Hopefully it hasn't, but reality is that it probably has. My doctor was talking about some medication that instead of blood transfusion, that she can just give me a shot and it will elevate my body's hemoglobin levels. Like my body is going to make red blood cells enough so that hemoglobin will get higher than I have had for a year. It still won't be to the normal, but it will be almost to the normal level. However, she says that it's very difficult for, I don't really understand. She said that it's difficult to get that medication from pharmacy or something. She was telling that she has to go through some hoops. I don't really know. So last time I asked, like last week, I sent an email asking about it, you know, what's happening. Can I get this instead of blood transfusion? Because most likely my blood is, well, basically my blood just keeps going down. It has been doing it for like a whole year now, and so basically it keeps going down, 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 down. Then they give me blood transfusion. It gets up a little bit, but my body, because of the cancer, because of the chemo medication, my body is not able to produce enough, or at all, or I don't know, I guess it produced some, but not enough for me to really maintain my hemoglobin levels, and so it keeps dropping. And so it's like 2 months that I need my next blood transfusion. So I'm really, really hoping that she can get me this medication. I can't remember what it was called. I'm going to try to look it up from my notes and leave a little tag to my YouTube video up there or here or wherever. Yeah, so that was that. So another thing I wanted to discuss, so right now it's my chemo week, so I take chemo 1 week off 1 week on. So right now I'm taking chemo. It's my 4th day, so it means I still have 3 days to go. Today I had several bouts of nausea. That was also came together with headache. Now I'm feeling it kind of again, like when I'm like over and doing things. I need to take specific nausea medications and just kind of give myself rest. And then it kind of goes away. So one thing I want to complain about, I don't know whose fault it really was exactly. So I have health insurance, but my health insurance is kind of something that's strange. To get this specific chemo medication, I have to get it through CVS specialty pharmacy. So it means that they have to send it to me. This means that my doctor has to send the prescription somewhere. I don't know where she has to do it, but it's not like regular pharmacy, you just walk in, right? It's in some other place where she has to call, or somebody has to call and make the prescription. And so there was a delay. The medication had not been delivered to me, and it was time for me to start taking it. And so I called them, said, what's going on? I haven't received my medication yet. I need it. It's like life and death situation. And they said, well, it's delayed because we haven't been able to get a new prescription from your doctor. So usually doctors leave prescriptions for like 3 months, 4 months, something like that, even 6 months. And then when the prescription runs out, then the doctor has to renew it. And apparently they had tried to contact my doctor. They were not able to do it. I don't know, that's what they said. So basically what ended up happening was that because the shipments take so long, my doctor said that they're going to just order this medication to their pharmacy, so in the hospital pharmacy where you can actually walk in, but I have to pay it out of my pocket, which was okay, kind of, because it was only $50, which seems like a lot if you think $50 is $50. However, the last medication I was on cost 1 month's worth of medication cost $26,000 that my insurance paid every month. So, and I don't even know how much it would cost without insurance. So if that would have been the case, I would just not be on my medication right now. So luckily it was this medication I'm taking, this chemo, it's just cheap enough that I was able to get it at this time. But I can't, like, I have to take it, so I would have to pay $50 2 times a month, so it's $100 a month. So that's too much, I think, considering I have health insurance, right? So my health insurance should be paying it, but because my doctor can't get this thing under control, so basically I have to keep tabs on things like, did my doctor send this thing on? Is there a refill to my prescription? All these things I have to keep an eye on, and it's overwhelming. I have so many prescriptions that I'm constantly dealing with that. I just didn't. I mean, now I learned from this, and in the future I'm going to make sure it won't happen again. But yeah. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about, kind of rant, do a little bit talk therapy, and then I feel better about it. Another thing I wanted to discuss or talk about is that my doctor basically told me that she wants me to go start seeing a palliative care doctor. Now, what does it mean? So what's the difference between palliative care and a hospice? So if you don't know, hospice is for people who are about 6 months away from dying. So different doctors have to confirm it. It's not absolute, and you can't never ever like completely predict this kind of thing, but it's kind of approximately. And so basically you're at the end of your life. You might be still getting care if you choose, but the main thing is that the idea is to make you feel comfortable, right? And the palliative care is also, the goal is the same, but you can enter into this program, or how you could call it, at any stages of your sickness. So the goal is to make my life easier, to help me to figure things out that are not specifically treatment related. What I mean treatment related, specifically cancer treatment related. So my oncologist decides what kind of chemo medication I get, how often, when, do I need radiation, do I need a surgery, things like that. But palliative care would be to figure out, well, are her pain medications working? Is she getting enough pain medications? Are them the right ones? For example, so what happened actually, why my doctor even started talking about it, was because I sent her a message, and that happened before I had mentioned it to her, but it happened again, where I think it was when I got sick. I'm still my nose is still running, but basically I think I had like a flu type thing with infection or something like that. My throat was sore and was coughing, my nose was running, I had the ear infection, things like that, and then that made my body really so sick that I was in so much pain that my whole body was in pain. So I haven't discussed it or haven't talked about it, but I take, for pain medication, I take every single day, I take morphine and oxycodone. Morphine is long lasting, so it doesn't actually give you a high even if you want to, or I don't know, I haven't tried it, I never will, but maybe if you snort it or something, maybe you might get high. I have no idea, but basically the idea is that it's a long lasting, it lasts 12 hours. I take it in the morning and I take it in the evening, and it takes care majority of my pain. By majority, so it's like almost 100%. If I still have some pain, which they call breakthrough pain, then I have to take oxycodone. Oxycodone is relatively weak compared to morphine, and you can get high from it. But I don't, like very first time when I did start using oxycodone, I did get high. It was kind of a nice feeling, but at the same time, now my body is used to the dosage, so I don't really feel, I kind of maybe feel more happy and energetic, but it's not like a high thing, and I don't chase after it. I have exactly the same dose every day, or I don't take it at all. So basically I take it if I still have pain, or I don't take it if I don't have pain. And I never take it if I don't have pain, because it's just not really going on. Like I don't really get the whole high thing from oxys. It's just, I guess I'm not the type. Anyway, when I was sick, I had so much pain that the oxy did nothing. It's like I hadn't even taken any medication at all, and so when this happens, I don't even bother taking oxycodone, I just take morphine. And so I doubled my morphine dose, which was very high, and then I was somewhat able to kind of there was still pain, but it wasn't that bad anymore. And it happened like 2 days in a row. And so I send my doctor a message, you know, this is what happened, you know, is that normal, should I change the medication, you know, what's going on. And I think because she's an oncologist, she doesn't really care about it. It's not really cancer related, I guess, in her mind. So that's when she referred me to palliative care. Now the sad thing is that because it's a specialist, it's taking a long time for me to actually see the person. They gave me an appointment, but it's in January, early in January, so it will take time before I see this person. I'm a little bit scared, a little bit excited, because it's a new doctor. You never know what you will get. You know, if you get somebody who is a dum-dum, they really can ruin your life, or it can be life-endangering. I give you an example. So before I was diagnosed with terminal cancer, I had excruciating pains for half a year, and I was in pain total a year. Like for half a year that I had pains, taking ibuprofen, and then the pains got worse and worse and worse, and the last half year it was excruciating. Actually, I never took more ibuprofen that was allowed, but I was taking it constantly, and at some point it stopped working really. Not because I got used to it, it's just because the pain just got worse and worse and worse, and it just couldn't even make a dent. And also I kind of ruined my stomach, so because after I was diagnosed and put on proper medication for pain, I one time tried using ibuprofen again, because so morphine and oxycodone are opiates, and the very bad side effect is constipation. And so I got really sick of this constipation recently. I'm still sick of it. You have to deal with it. Basically I take extra medication for it to not have this issue, but initially we hadn't still figured things out, and so I thought I just kind of lower the morphine dose, or don't take it at all, and just try taking more ibuprofen. And I took just one ibuprofen, and I had so much pain. So I guess my stomach, or I don't know, the stomach tract, something had basically burned off, or I don't know, there was so much pain from just taking the ibuprofen that after that I have never gone near ibuprofen again. Yeah, so that's the story. So these are the updates. So I hope there's going to be a lot of good news coming my way. I really hope that this chemo has worked. So initially the medication that I was on, that cost $26,000 a month, called Ibrance. I took it for 3 months and it hadn't worked because the cancer had evolved during that time. And so I was switched to this current medication, which is chemo medication. It's capecitabine, something like that. And well, the blood work showed that the blood cancer markers had gone down, but they are not, absolute, so you never know. So hopefully those scans are going to show that things are going very good, but we never know. I will definitely let you know how things will go. Yeah, I think that's enough for today. So I'm just going to deal with my crazy load of my cosmetics, my beauty stuff. I'm going to just be like a pig in heaven, just enjoy my stuff. Thank you for watching. Yes, please subscribe if you can. It really makes a huge difference for me, because it's not that you just click on like, but like if somebody gives subscribe, it's like, I don't know, like these days my self-worth is so low because I can't get much done anymore, and I'm like a little bit crazy with this cosmetic stuff, and so when I get like a subscription from somebody, I'm like, oh my god, I think I'm doing something right, or like, yeah, like I don't even, at the moment I don't even know, should I make those YouTube videos? Like I feel I should do it because there's a record of my life and everything. At the same time, sometimes I feel like it seems kind of weird. Anyway, okay, do whatever you want. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. Have a good night.